I miss this intro. Makes me sad. What's going on, Michael?
How we doing, man? You live?
We are live.
Are we live?
We are live. This is Blackout Training's first episode. We're not even going to call it an
podcast episode.
Long form
discussion.
content. Yeah, we're just having a discussion here.
A lot of things you can call it.
What?
A lot of things you can call it.
Yeah, right. And we're going to see where this takes us. But episode 1 of whatever this is. And
Yeah.
what are we going to talk about today, Michael?
So the whole idea with starting this in the first place was that we talk about topics that not only have we've dealt with, talked in our lives, and or our clients have dealt with and stuff like that. Really just trying to almost like set the new standard, right? That's what Blackout Training is all about, setting a new standard for not only just personal training, but fitness as well. And so today's topic is about how to make fitness a part of your daily life. What I commonly see is that for some people, they have this mindset that they're going to do fitness just for a little bit, a couple months here and there. It's just something on the back end they're doing just for now until they get to a certain point, and then maybe going to drop it or just even lessen the amount of time that they're spending into it. But the claim is that I personally think is that fitness should be a part of your daily life, a non-negotiable, should be something that is just a part of you. And that's like the claim. That's what this whole episode's really about.
Sure, yeah. So Blackout Training sets the standard for personal training, in-home personal training, any type of personal training, but especially in-home. An interesting topic. People are looking for quick fixes, and as personal trainers, you're learning this early on in your career. I've seen it many times over the years that people are looking for a quick fix. They think we're a Band-Aid. So we show up and we wave our magic wand, and suddenly they are in the shape they want to be.
Yeah. I think it's a common misconception. I was thankful to, when I was younger, 16 years old, I started weightlifting, weight training, and it's kind of like the only thing I knew. I understand people have other things in their life they need to like pay attention to. I was young, I had the opportunity to kind of like focus on just that. You know what I'm saying? Like I had just school and weight training. Like life was so simple to just focus on those two things. Versus sometimes when we train people, they have kids, they have family, they have their work, they have like other responsibilities that they need to juggle all of a sudden with fitness. It's harder to make it a habit.
Yeah, it's all fun and games when you don't have any real, adulting to do, and then when life gets real, that's when you kind of get outside of your bubble, aka as far as you were talking about from your POV growing up young, when it was just school, gym, and social life. And I wouldn't say some, I'd say pretty much all of our clients have kids or super high-functioning jobs, and that's why they need us for that high level of accountability and convenience, because we bring the gym directly to them. Mm-hmm. And that's why so many people like to work out early, I find. They need to get it out of the way right before they get the kids on the bus and the shit show starts.
Yeah. So, Mitch, for you, how did you personally make fitness part of your life? Like, when did you start, and like, how was it about like implementing it into your life? Like, when was that change?
I think I was lucky because I was exposed to sports. I went to a small school too, so I got to try out for like all of them and pretty much made every team. Mm-hmm. And so the love of sports, the competitive side, is where it all started for me. I didn't want other kids, other guys on the court or on the field to be better than me. And so I was lucky to be exposed to a bunch of different types of sports. And then as I became more of like an elite competitor on my teams, that's when exercise and strength training became important to me, because I was like, well, I'm going up against bigger guys than me. They're boxing me out. They're throwing me around. So all summer long, I would just like train on the court, whether it be practicing whatever sport and some sort of exercise, and I would just be like, oh, screw you, Chad. Wait till next season. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna kick your butt. Yeah. And then after high school, I started getting into the gym, some strength training. Didn't know what I was doing for years. Just kind of did what I could, and eventually got smart about it. And so I was lucky to be exposed to that, because and it's something, when we were talking about this idea, I was kind of excited to talk about this aspect of it, about how important it is to have, and how lucky certain people are to be exposed to a bunch of different things, because then you have a bunch of different things to fall back on. You're not just married to one thing. You're not just married to strength training. You're not just married to cardio, because you experienced it all and been exposed to it. And I think that's like you're in a really lucky spot if you have that, because then it's easier to kind of maintain some sort of physical fitness over time.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest habits is not even just habits, but the right mindset to kind of make it a part of your life is to think about it as it's like a necessity. It's like a non-negotiable. It's not just something that you have to do for a little bit, right? For example, when you wouldn't wake up and be like, oh, I have to brush my teeth today. It's like, no, I brush my teeth. You don't even have to think about it. Like, you just go and brush your teeth. I hope you do, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with...
Most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time. So same thing, even like when you're tired or you're hungry, like, I just got to eat. It's a non-negotiable, right? Whether you eat good foods or bad foods, like, it's just a non-negotiable. Same thing with fitness. Like, I have to move today. I have to get active. I need to just like move around, whether that be going for a walk, or that be playing some sports with like your children, or playing some sports with like your family members, your friends, whatever it is. It's that simple aspect of just like being on your feet a lot more, not just like sitting down and like lingering and festering in like your just sedentary life.
You know, and it might sound cliche to some whoever's listening to this possibly. I know there's people out there that are like, oh yeah, it's easy for you to say, Mitch and Mike. Look at you over there with your biceps and your calves, right? You know, but so I can see that POV a little bit. Right? Like, I was never super overweight. I was a skinny kid, so I came from that angle. I had to gain weight and try to gain muscle. Whereas, I know some good friends and plenty of clients who have come the opposite way. So sometimes it's harder for them to buy into what we're saying. But I have a good analogy I like to use. And as far as your point about just like showing it up, making it part of your daily habit, I like to think of it for myself and try to describe to clients who I'm trying to get to buy into developing that lifestyle or that change is just think of it as like showing up to work. You're not fired up every day. Well, except for Mike, because he works for this great company, Blaakout Training.
Fired up every day.
Every morning, his feet hit the floor and he's running. But you have to think about exercise and fitness as work. You're going to show up. Not every day is going to be great. Some days you're going to be sleepier than others. Some days you're going to be more productive than others. But if you just treat it like another day at work, just show up and get it done. It's not supposed to be super motivational, or it's not supposed to be inspired. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm floating on cloud 9. I'm listening to hard, heavy metal or whatever. Just show up to work and just put in the reps. You can have slow days. That's it.
And part of it, like, I'm not even going to blame people for like not implementing this, because I just feel like the modern world kind of sets us up to just easily just be comfortable, easily just like when you get home, just go home, watch your favorite show, sit down, eat a bunch of food, and just like lay around for a little because you worked all day, whatever it is. And it's just convenience, right? It's so much convenience around that people don't have that urgency or that hunger to like want to even move, because they're already like almost in a sense satiated. Yeah.
Well, and they have their routines, right? Me too, not just they, doom scrolling, long day at work or whatever it may be. You get home, you're like, okay, I'm going to give myself 30 minutes to unwind. And maybe it's doom scrolling. Maybe it's something more
30
wholesome.
Minutes leads to
maybe
like
it's something more wholesome. But, so time can add up. But also, so here's a hack too. Half the time when I work out, it's during my relaxation time. So again, it doesn't have to be like a freaking spiritual experience every time you work out, right? Yeah. You don't have to be like, oh yeah, like I'm making changes, I'm on a road to a better life. No, I'm sitting there and I'm watching some South Park while I put in my reps and do my sets, or maybe I'm catching up on socials in between my sets. You can combine the two. Believe it or not, I've even had beers during a lift or two now and again,
which we don't recommend.
We don't recommend.
I don't recommend.
He doesn't recommend. But yeah, just like mindset shifts. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, one of the takes that I have is that like everybody should want to be fit and should strive to be fit, right? Unfortunately, not everyone has that hunger and drive. I'm not expecting everyone to have that hunger and drive, but to some extent, you should want to be fit. But I feel like the standard for being fit is so low. The bar is so low. Like people don't even know like what it means to be fit. It is hard for some people. Like I get it. But to some extent, like your level of fitness, don't worry about like the athletes. Don't worry about becoming an athlete, but becoming more fit within yourself. Like, are you more fit than you were a week ago, a month ago, something like that? Don't look at us and be like, oh, I wanna be as fit as Mike. It's like you're not me, right? You have to almost just follow your own path and your own journey to being fit within your own self.
It's all relative,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Speaking of which, Mike, give us a quick backstory on how you got into fitness and why it's how it became an important part of your life.
Well, it's very similar to you. I was skinny. 130 pounds soaking wet, right? I tried to play football my junior year of high school, and I did play football, but I was 140 pounds. A lot of the linemen would like pick on me and tell me how like skinny I am. I'd be in the weight room trying to like work out, follow their programs, and I was just so weak. But I fell in love with the fact that it was just a way for me to like feel strong, feel like in control. Like, it was a way for me to like get it all out. Because before that, I used to just play video games in my room, be super unhealthy, just like super just like empty and like flat. I wouldn't really eat. I'd be like having a bunch of anxiety and stuff like that. And so the gym was a way for me. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It was a way for me to get out that zone and just actually like be in the world in some shape or form, instead of being in my own world, ruminating or overthinking or playing like video games. Like, instead of escaping into another world, I escape into like fitness in a way. And that was like my way to channel all that energy in it. But the reason that it stuck with me is because I just trying to think. It was like a necessity at the time. It wasn't like I'm gonna try this. It's like, no, this is all I have in a way. And plus I was young, so like I said, I only had school, gym, and like my friends. Really, that's really it. So I needed to get better. I needed to get more fit. I needed to get healthier. And honestly, the mindset wasn't even to get healthier. It was to just look bigger and look stronger, right?
My motivation for being in shape has changed so many times over the years. And I think that's normal. I think that that's something that every person who's done fitness for any amount of time will, I think, experience sooner or later. Mm-hmm. And there's been times in my life when I needed exercise and fitness to deal with some emotional problems. Sometimes it helped me through some bad habits or strange places in my life, things I was experiencing or going through. Right now, I'm in a phase where I'm just trying to stay in shape so that I feel good and I look good, and so that I'm healthy. I don't necessarily need to look way better than I do. I don't have like some demons I'm fighting. I'm just trying to put in the reps. I'm showing up for work when I show up for my lifts. And I bet in 2 months, 3 months from now, I might be in a little more different mental space. And I might be harnessing it for a different reason. But I think that's an important part for people to kind of understand. It's like anything. It's ebbs and flows, just like life. And that's exercise. That's fitness, bro.
Yeah, you can't depend on like feeling like it to work out, to eat healthy foods. It's not about feeling like it. It's about literally just like having it be a part of you in a way.
Yeah, that's it. Not to sound cliche, but that's it. Make it a part of your daily routine, and that's why we're on here. We're trying to create some more of this content. If you've been on our socials, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, we're pretty active on there with short form content. We've just recently implemented our YouTube with some long form video content, and now this is another.
This is on YouTube.
So this will be on YouTube, and probably just starting. Yeah, just on YouTube, I guess. Now, I think an important topic that we kind of touched on already, and I want to dive in a little deeper, is how unhealthy is the norm, Michael. What's up with that?
So I think it's honestly an American thing, American culture, in a way that shapes this, because if you look at other countries, a lot of them are like not as fat or not as overweight as or unhealthy as Americans, right? There's a lot of factors that go into being unhealthy, not just like the body fat, but like how fit you are, stuff like that.
How your body feels.
How you feel on a daily basis. Like, do you have brain fog? You wake up and you're always tired throughout the day. Like, there's a lot of things that factor into that. But I would say that the norm, like I said, is like you come home from work, that's it. You just kind of like sit down. There's a lot of convenience in this world, and that's what kind of leaves people satiated. They don't have that hunger to get better and strive for something better for themselves. What would you think?
I think comfort is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it is.
And once they're used to comfort, it's just a natural thing to gravitate towards, right? And getting into a new routine, starting exercise if you haven't done it for a while and you're getting right back in, or starting it for the first time is not only just scary if you don't know what you're doing, but also it's uncomfortable at first. It's not like we enjoy every single freaking workout that we do.
Yeah, no, it's not what it's about. Sometimes it's just about like showing up, and that might be like a little bit cliche. Oh, just show up when you don't feel like it, right? But that has a lot more power to it than it sounds.
There's a lot of cliche things we could say, like, if you don't invest in your health now, then you're going to pay for it later, and all this, that, and the third. We're not trying to scare anybody. We're just talking about different ways maybe that you can convince yourself or make a lifestyle or mindset change And as far as that topic, man, just show up for work, man. If you don't show up for work, you're not gonna have a job very long. Same thing with your health. If you're not putting in those reps, you're not gonna be able to cash those checks for long.
Like there's not like a thought in my mind that like debates whether like I'm gonna go to the gym or not ever really. Like I don't really need to be motivated to go to the gym. It's kind of like it's that whole idea with like it's a habit, right? It's just like it's not that am I going to go to the gym or not? It's like what am I hitting today? Or
And
when am I going to fit this into my schedule?
How long do I procrastinate it? But right, it's like a part. Just like brushing your teeth. You know, you ate dinner late. Maybe you ate it in bed with your adorable wife. Love you, Michaela. And you're like real sleepy at the end of a long day, and you're like, I'm not going to brush my teeth tonight. But it's a habit, so you get up and you go do it because you don't want your breath to stink when you roll over in the morning to kiss your wife.
And that's like a standard, right? And that's what we're trying to get to. Like not even just like fitness and just like moving around and training, but like the food aspect as well. I see it a lot nowadays, not even just with like people who I train and stuff like that. It's like it's literally everybody. It's everybody. It's the whole norm is to eat. A lot of the food is just so like ultra processed. I know foods are just processed in general, but ultra processed to a point where it's like it's not even a real food to a certain extent. A lot of these things, and I get it. We want to enjoy these foods every once in a while, but the baseline and the standard should be, hey, I want to eat actual real foods, right? It shouldn't be I eat healthy foods sometimes or whenever I need to feel like it, or whatever I need to cut, whenever I need to diet, whatever. It's like, no, that should be like the standard in a way. And same thing with like brushing your teeth, going to bed when you're tired, going to work because you need the money, stuff like that. That's the whole idea.
That's the idea.
You know what I'm saying?
So when you look at it like that, I think the main point to walk away from this part of the conversation is just like, try to find a way to make it a part of your lifestyle. Easier said than done, right? But, you ever hear of habit stacking? I think that may be from Atomic Habits.
Yeah.
It's right. So the best way I could describe it is you got two options, right? Workout before work or workout after. Okay. It's good to get it in before because then if you're able to rise before work and make the time, because then nothing can get in the way. No excuses, right? You're going to show up. You know you're going to be tired and burnt out when you get home probably. Maybe you got to make dinner for the kids, get the kids home from school and all this, that, and the third. And so there's a lot of things that can get in the way. So if you don't fit it in before, then you got to fit it in after. But pair it with something. Maybe the minute you walk in, the minute those keys hit the key bowl, wherever that may be, or you hang them up, that sound, boom. Go and the best way I could describe too is, and I say this all the time, Mike's heard it a million times, so sorry, but just commit 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 5 times a week. Guaranteed it'll turn into more.
Time, Mitch.
Mitch, you got 5 minutes, baby. Do it while you're brushing your teeth. How about that?
No, but like
15 squats while you brush with your left hand.
But
10 lunges each leg while you brush with your right. But.
Yeah, right.
Now I get it. And so another way, just interesting train of thought. A lot of times I don't have time, right? Wrong though. Start saying to yourself, instead of that, I don't have time. I didn't make the time. At least take the accountability. And then that will hopefully even create maybe a lifestyle mindset.
You shouldn't ask yourself, do I have time? It's how can I make time? It's not, do I have it? Because eventually your mind's gonna go to like, oh no. It's gonna make all these different excuses on why you don't. You're gonna think about the work, kids, eating food, blah blah blah. And like I understand life can get chaotic and stuff like that, but instead of immediately going towards that path of going down, like I don't have time, go towards the path of how can I make time? And all of a sudden your brain will look for different ways instead of being like, oh yeah, I don't even have time, so therefore I don't have to work out. Therefore I am excused because I'm special.
Yeah. Balance. It can never be found. It must be created. You're never just going to find the time. You got to make the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I schedule like when I'm looking at my Google Calendar for the week, Mitch, like you see me, he sees my schedule. And so not only do I schedule all like my stuff for like my clients, like my work and stuff like that, but I also make sure it's sessions to make sure I have time to do them. It's something simple, not as simple, but it's something like that where it's like my mind's not like, trying to like cop out of it, but trying to look for how can I make time and prioritize it.
Yeah, it's smart, Mike. That's smart. It's a really good way to do it. I'm not going to lie and say that I do that all of the time, but I will say I live by my schedule. I'm sure a lot of you busy people out there do. And so if it's in there, you're going to make the time for it. At least you're a lot more likely to. It's going to improve the odds.
Yeah, and I feel like the hardest step is the first one. That's really what it is. You gotta get the ball rolling. It's always that first step. It's always those first couple of steps that are always the hardest ones. And I totally understand it. It's momentum, right? Once you see people like us, maybe like you, they make it look so easy. But the only reason it was easy is because we kept the ball rolling and rolling and rolling. It was that first couple steps that were the hardest ones, really.
Yeah, sounds cliche, but that's it, folks. 5 minutes. Commit 5 minutes 5 times a week. Literally, shoot. On busy weeks, and I've had a lot of those lately, half of the week, maybe 2 to 3 of my workouts will consist. I'll pick a major compound lift and I'll just superset in push-ups. Push-ups, guys, is like one of the best exercises you can do for yourself. It's a great way to try to just create some sort of routine and build strength fast. Really, you're hitting a lot of different muscle groups. Any kind of modified push-up will do if you're not quite there yet. But just take that first step, guys. And if you need a little help, a little push in the right direction.
Oh, yes, you need to close it out.
If
you guys need help, you can not only DM us on Instagram and stuff like that, but you can also sign up for your free fitness assessment on through the link in our bio. If you need help, you can contact us.
Bucks County's best personal trainers, guys. In parting, guys, just one little thought we're going to ponder for just a quick second. Mike, what do you think the biggest thing stopping people from going all in or just taking that first step?
I think it's their old self, man. A lot of our times, like, we look at the old version of ourselves, like, we're like constantly conflicted. Like, you might be watching this and be like, like, I want to be able to do all these different things, but a part of me is like, oh, but like it's really tough. It's really hard. And that's like the conflicting parts inside of you that are, it's like your old self is just like, no, we can't do this. It's so uncomfortable. So it's the old self that is like holding you back from changing, and changing is hard. So when you feel that conflict within yourself, just know that the old self that is like, that used to be sedentary, that used to do all those different things, is like slowly fading away. He does not want to. That's why he's trying to hold on to your life and push you towards not going all in. And so you need to quiet that voice down and just lock in, really.
Yeah, I was going to say my hot take was just the uncomfortability. Mm-hmm. We're all hanging on to that comfort. We don't want to do it. I don't want to have to kick my butt and be uncomfortable and stay up a little later or get up a little earlier. I don't want to have to sweat and be uncomfortable and feel that heart rate get high. Trust me, we get it, guys. But just try to take that first step. And if you need to push in the right direction, hit us up at Blaakout Training, Bucks County's best personal trainers, serving Bucks County, all of Bucks County, all over Bucks County. What do you think of my story last night, by the way? Did you see it? I said, what did I say? I said all all ages, all body types.
Where on the?
All goals.
On Instagram?
All over Bucks County.
Guys, I need to check it out. I don't know what he's talking about.
It was during my KPIs last night.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this short little clip, guys. We're going to be coming to you with a lot more value, talking about different things. Feel free to submit a topic request. I'm pretty sure we have the topic request form linked in our link tree, also in bio. If it's not, I'll be sure to get that back live ASAP. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for listening.
Goodbye.